know how I start with some music to put you in the groove, right? I came from a long distance just to be here, right here with you. We're gonna have some fun. So go tell your friends to join us. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, Michelle. I see, I see, I see. I'm hyper today. So you gotta, just go with the flow with me. Come on, Michelle. I know you're dancing over there. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? You want it louder? Private collection. But Sassy, if you come over, it could be our private collection. You got your coffee, you got your drink, right? Just enjoy the song. You never know what I'm going to be talking about. I know I posted some stuff there and then it's boom, I go somewhere else, right? But I'm going to try to stay on track. Wish me luck. Yeah, hello, 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 hello. Oh, guys, hello. I've missed you guys. I told you I'm hyper today. I'm so sorry. Just work along with me, I know it's late. You're like, what is wrong with her? No, nothing's wrong with me. It's some days I'm hyper, and today is it. But it's been a great day. I just had a blast with my daughter. You know how I used to say on the way to the radio studio? Yeah, well, on the way here. And she told me I had to tell the story because it was just, meaning my craziness. We were on our way over here, and all of a sudden, I just started she started telling me what her sister was showing her on the phone in a text, and I got up, all up into the story, not paying attention to where I'm driving, not paying attention to where I'm driving, and I keep driving, and she goes, "Mommy, where are you going?" And that's all I heard. She didn't say anything else after that, right? And I go into, I lost it. She just said, "Weirdo." I lost it because I'll tell you what my panics are. My panics are that I'm driving and I get lost, or my GPS doesn't work, or, I take the wrong turn or something. I could get lost around my own corner, okay? And so I went into this panic attack in the middle of the street. I let go of the wheel and everything. And in the panic attack, I get the giggles. And I couldn't stop laughing. And she's like, "Mom, What are you doing? And it just, oh my God, it was too much. Okay. So she got me under control. But her saying, where are you going? Just poof. You know, like the commercial with the purple smoke that comes out of your hair? Yeah. It poof. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening. I'm warning you guys. I know it's 7:35 at night. I only had one cup of coffee today, but I'm like super hyper because of our great work that we've been doing with the donations for Puerto Rico. Yay! 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 I got an email from my partner from Yaritza over at the food bank, and she says that there are three. Oh no, dos, tres, oh no. Three truckloads full of donations from all of you guys. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. You guys did it for us, you know, and not for us, for Puerto Rico, for the people. So applause to all of you, and a big hug, a big thank you for everything that you did and everything that you donated and everything that you still continue to donate. Because let me tell you, November 7th, I'm looking around because I have my notes like everywhere on my desk. I'm literally just walking into my office today. And she sent me the email, and it says that November 7th at 8:30 in the morning, our trucks will be leaving the food bank of southern New Jersey, and they'll be going to the port where they'll be shipped out to Puerto Rico. Woo! Oh, let me tell you guys, what I have planned for that day is that I'm going to do a Facebook Live from the docks of the food bank of southern New Jersey. You'll see the trucks and everything. I'm hoping to do this. I hope, listen, my schedule gets crazy, but I'm gonna be there because I just don't want to send out our donations, and I hope you don't mind. Is that I wanna be able to send it out with a prayer. I want to do a prayer over these loads that we're going to send to Puerto Rico, so that when they get to Puerto Rico, they're going to get in the hands of the people that really need it, and that they're going to bless their lives. Yeah? So I want to do that, and we're going to do that November 7th, so that you see the whole process. See, since September 20th, when my daughter and I, Crystal and I, started seeing the news that this hurricane was going to hit Puerto Rico, and it was big, and it was, you know, category 4 and 3 and this, and it was climbing, and it was getting worse and worse. I was like, you know what? They're going to need help afterwards. Like by tonight, by tomorrow, everybody's going to need help, right? And I said to her, I'm going to post something. Probably nobody's going to really pay attention to this, you know. You know how you think that ain't nobody reading what I'm posting, ain't nobody looking at what I'm doing? Yeah. I posted it, and all it said was who would be willing to collaborate with me in collecting some items so that we could send it to Puerto Rico. Mind you, again, I had not thought about the whole process, the whole thing. You know, I just knew that everybody would need help of some sort, and so I had to figure out how to help, and that's how I just posted it, and immediately, maybe 5 minutes later, Yaritza comes on my Facebook and says, do it with the food bank of southern New Jersey, because she works there. And I said, is she for real? at first I was like, come on, she's just joking. She's not for real. She don't, come on, with me? What? And it's that thing that Michelle always tells me. Stop underestimating yourself. Right, Michelle? You always tell me that? Yes, you do. I know. And so I was like, this lady ain't for real with this. But I don't know, curiosity, whatever. I sent her a private message. We hooked up. And ever since September 20th, we started collecting supplies for Puerto Rico. We went on the Puerto Rican Federal Affairs Administration website, and that's where we found a list of supplies that were like very, very needed at that moment. From there, I then went on to the next day, finding ways of communicating with people in Puerto Rico, with people here that would know about the people in Puerto Rico, because always the day after you want to know that your family and friends are doing well and that nothing has happened to them. And if that something has happened, you're able to know like that, right? Fast enough and immediately so that you can help them. And so I figured there has to be a way to communicate. Although that I knew that all the lines were down and the phones and all that, the chaos, the electricity and all that, I knew that was happening, but there had to be a way. And my push was my brother, my family in Puerto Rico, that I needed to know if they were okay. And I couldn't get them through Facebook. So Facebook was not it, right? We knew that Facebook would not be the one to help us to communicate with our loved ones, either in Puerto Rico or in the U.S. Virgin Islands, because it wasn't helpful at all, okay? And so I needed to figure out a way that we could communicate with them. And so that was the second hunt. The third hunt was getting in contact with people on the island through these walkie-talkies, which a lot of you actually use, was Zillow. And I've gone on Zillow recently. I'm still part of it. I don't want to delete it. I think it was very useful to a lot of people. It was useful to me to help my friends and my family and even strangers. They were asking me, Beatriz, can you help me somehow? How can you help me to find, the first lady that contacted me was a total stranger from Chicago, asking me, please, 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 I don't know where my daughter is. I don't know if she's okay. She's over there with a newborn baby. She's diabetic. I need to find her. I need to know. And I didn't know her, Susan Joyce. And that was the first person that reached out for help. And I said, I have to do something. I really do. And so I did. Thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Bethany and her baby are back home here. Although Bethany's heart is still in Puerto Rico with her extended family, which she wants to go back to. She's here with her mom and her aunts and all her family. And I was so happy that when she touched down in Philadelphia airport, the first message she sent out was to me to say, thank you for helping my mom. I landed. That's what she said. She says, I landed. I'm in Philadelphia. Thank you. And I was like, what? This worked. What? I was stoked about that. I was so happy. I was just so happy. And so I continued to do that, and I continued to collect, and I continued to do the connecting people, even people that were here to Puerto Rico and people over there to their loved ones over here. I don't know if there were other people doing it. And if there were, man, thank you for helping them, because I'm telling you, without all the help that the United States no, let me put it this way. Without all the help that the citizens here in the mainland have provided for them, let it be through donations, let it be through phone calls, let it be through communications, let it be through letting them see what the rest of the world looks like in their total darkness, letting them see that ray of hope that they're not alone, we're right there with them. You know, it means a lot to them. It does. It means a great deal to them. And so then I got into that. I got into the researching. Oh my God, it drove me nuts, because I wanted to make sure that I knew all the avenues that I could use to possibly connect these families, right? So I started doing even more research, and that grew. The donations, I tell you, 3 truckloads, man. I didn't expect it. I'm really honest. I didn't expect it. And Michelle, you can give me pow pow later. But I did. I underestimated my circle of the closest friends. Sometimes you have right in front of you, people that love you and follow you and will support you in what you do, but you don't see it because of all this other junk, right? And so to see the outpouring of, there she is. That's Bethany. That's my sweetheart. I'm so happy you're joining, Mama. I hope that everything's going well, that your baby, she's just so adorable. She's so adorable. And so I gotta thank all of you. Bethany, I just reported. Hit replay, you'll hear it. But I'm telling you, we collected, girlfriend, 3 truckloads. 3 truckloads of donations, and they're going out. I just got the email November 7th at 8:30 in the morning. Bye. They're going to Puerto Rico. Whoa. And so I just had to come on and say thank you to everybody, because you guys shocked the heck out of me. Amy Martin from Abington. Maria Aguayo from Abington. All their group of friends from the Women's March, when I served as the MC at such a phenomenal event. Over 50,000 people in the audience. That was the Women's March in Philadelphia, and I was blessed to be their MC. I had a thrill. It was so amazing to meet so many people, and so many of those people are the ones that got involved and said, Beatriz, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you with this. Absolutely. And so Amy and all the different people, Nancy, today, one of our last pickups was Nancy Ruiz at Aspira Cyber Charter School in Philadelphia. My truck is still full because I have to go drop it off. So that's why I was like, I'm coming, guys, I'm coming. Because, hey sis, how are you, baby? I still have to drop off that load. But Nancy Ruiz, I know that you're still in Philadelphia and still in Pennsylvania. You're probably having some dinner or something. You worked hard today, and I want to thank you and all your teachers and all your students. Wow, you have a really nice school. She gave me a tour, myself and my daughter, because my daughter went with me to help me, and she gave us a tour of her school, and that's not a small school. Girlfriend, She is the principal there. And I am really, really proud of Nancy. So Nancy, thank you for that donation today, because that was really awesome. It was awesome, okay? I loved it. So tomorrow, because we're not taking any more at the food bank, no, we're not taking any more donations at the food bank because all our boxes are now sorted, taped, prepared, and then they're just ready to load and ready to go. So what I'll be doing now is any donations that you give me, I will be giving them to Voces Unidas por Puerto Rico. That group is actually located in Atlantic City, and it's headed by Yvette Soto. They are also working in the community, not only with collecting donations, but they're also getting a group of volunteers together that are going to be traveling to Puerto Rico on a volunteer basis, and they are going to cook hot meals. They're going to take supplies over there. They're going to help. Once they get there, they will be able to help the people, the government, and whoever agencies and organizations over there with the distribution of the supplies. And then they're also getting supplies here. For instance, the evacuees, there are a lot of families that are leaving Puerto Rico. And let me tell you, I had the same thought that a lot of people have of, man, you should stay in Puerto Rico and help rebuild it. Like, why are you leaving? Don't leave. I had that thought. You understand? And I kept hearing everybody's side. And then it clicked. It clicked for me that when you have children, when you have senior parents, when you yourself is ill, you have to go where you're going to be all right. And at this particular moment, being in Puerto Rico, you're not going to be well. I'm not talking bad about Puerto Rico, so don't start with that mess, please, anybody. What I'm saying is, in Puerto Rico, there's 80% of Puerto Rico does not have electricity. A lot of people are very ill, and they need machines. Machines need electricity. Where am I going to plug it? If my child, like my son, when he was younger, he needed asthma machines and ventilators and oxygen tanks. His little baby room looked like a hospital room. You remember Carmen. And everybody, Carmen Sonadia is my sister. Just to let you know. And when you have all these machines and you need electricity, your mind goes crazy. Like, ¿qué voy a hacer? What am I going to do with my kid? What am I going to do with my mom? What am I going to do with my dad? And then you can't feed them because you don't have, everything's rationed right now. The stores, grocery stores are, they're not packed. They're empty. A lot of them are empty. 78 municipalities, and it's 3,661,000. Okay? I put the numbers on my Facebook because I wanted you to see those numbers. I want you to try to capture this whole picture that over 3 million people live in 78 municipalities, and the food is not enough, right? Yes, I know the supplies were on the ports. And as you've been reading and as you've been listening and finding out, a lot of the supplies were stolen, were given away, were taken by the government, were put in the stores and then resold. It wasn't for selling. It was a donation that we worked hard to get for our people in Puerto Rico, right? So a lot of things have been going and happening, unfortunately. Dire stray survival instincts, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, okay? But it happens, and it has happened in Puerto Rico. So, you know, you have to put all that in perspective and say, do I stay or do I go? So a lot of families are coming here, and what Yvette and I have done for about, I don't know, 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, is that as the families come here, because Yvette works directly with FEMA and with the Red Cross, then she has access to that information of where these evacuees are coming to. She goes and processes them, meaning she goes and she evaluates assesses their right here, right now. Not what is happening, what's going to happen. No, the right here, right now. What is it that they need right here, right now? So right here, right now could be that they need food, they need shelter, they need medical attention, whatever it is. Between the both of us and her group, Voces Unidas por Puerto Rico, we try to help. So I had been providing the clothes. So the clothes that you donate and bring to me, my daughter and I sort them out by sizes, by families, because I already have the information of this family needs size this, and this. This other family needs this, and this. So my daughter and I, Crystal and I, have been taking that big task of separating, and we actually deliver. We deliver the bags right to the person's house, wherever it is that they're staying. A lot of these individuals are coming and they're staying either with family, with relatives that are here, or they come and we find them a sponsor home, which means that the person says, you know what, for X amount of weeks, I'll let that family come and stay with me until they can get their feet on the ground again. And so I've been blessed, and Yvette's been blessed to be able to help them. Okay, and it's a great thing when you can see past yourself and you can help others in their time of need. Not when you feel like it, but in their time of need. And it's pretty awesome. The first family that that my daughter and I helped had a little baby girl. This little baby girl has haunted my thoughts. You know why? Because I couldn't find clothes for her. She needed 18 months, and I couldn't find clothes for her. It was driving me so nuts. It was driving me, oh my God, I felt so bad. I really did. And I kept looking, and we did find, eventually we did find, but she was on my mind forever. So the look and the stories that you hear of the people coming here and of the people that are still there, it is beyond comprehension. I've heard everything from, holding the hands of your daughter and the undercurrent as you're crossing the street to get to a safe place. The undercurrent takes her away from your hands, and she's just gone. She's gone. Your daughter, 3-year-old, slipped right out of the hands of the father because the undercurrent was so tremendous, and she's gone. Or the two viejitos, that were holding on, and she tells him, please don't let me go because I don't want to die. But their hands were so wet, and he was holding on to her, but her hands were so wet, she slipped away as well. Or the recent one where she had her baby like the week before, And she had the baby week before, newborn baby, and she's over here because she has two other little girls. She has two other little girls, and she came over because her newborn baby died drinking the water, the polluted water that's over there. She buried the baby in the backyard. She buried her baby in the backyard. Newborn baby. And this young lady is, we can't imagine none of that, right? Unless we've, gone through some kind of a miscarriage or losing a child or something. We can't even imagine that. She has to live with that. It's constantly here, But now she has to fend for herself and for her two young little girls, 6 and 9 years old. And so she came over here, and God's been good to her because she's been blessed with all the things that she needs. Now, in telling you about those deaths, I'm going to tell you that, we hear numbers of the U.S. Virgin Islands. We hear numbers from Florida. We hear numbers from Texas. But do we really know, really know the deaths? We don't. I just found information yesterday, and I posted it, where it says over 900 people have been cremated in Puerto Rico since Huracán Maria. But, of course, you keep hearing, no, it's 48, it's 50, the low numbers. But what you don't understand is, just like that young mother had to bury her child in her backyard, who knew? Who knows? Unless she says. All the ones that were swooped away in that water. How do you know? You don't. Unless someone says. Unless somebody starts documenting, for real, talk to the people and ask them and start documenting this stuff, you will not know the actual numbers from any of these places. From none of these places. We have, what was it? Let's see. Hurricane Harvey, Category 3, right? August 25th. Supposedly, I'm just giving you these numbers that I found, but are they accurate? Right? Because they're still investigating, they're still looking, all that stuff, right? Hurricane Harvey was a Category 3, August 25th. 77 are dead. Hurricane Irma, August 30th. 72 are dead. Hurricane Maria, according to what I had found, 900 dead, Category 3, September 20th. But the death toll is still listed at 51, it says. Hurricane Jose, I had totally forgot about that one. Hurricane Jose, September 6th. And I still haven't found the numbers on that. I still haven't found the numbers on that. It's so sad. All these deaths, and a lot of in Mexico, I still haven't found that. There's 82 that are reported dead in Texas. But I haven't looked into the earthquake at Mexico. There so much happened all at once, right? And nobody was prepared. And how do you prepare properly for such things, right? Yeah, you can put the wood on the, board up your windows, stay away from glass, My house is all glass, all windows, big windows and stuff like that. So we would have to come over to my sister's house or probably my daughter's house that has less windows, because this is all windows here and glass, and no, I don't have curtains. And yeah, my sister's always telling me to cover my windows and stuff. I ain't doing that. I trust God to protect me and my family. Let's just put it that way. Okay. But all these things that you can do, and yeah, you can collect cans and put them in a storage room, right? Or start doing like back then that they used to have shelters, in their homes. Their basements were turned into shelters, and they would be prepared for whatever happened, because they would collect cans and all that stuff, right? Medical supplies, especially. Medical supplies. Don't forget those first aid kits. I have one in each of my kids' cars and my car. We have a bunch of them in the house, because if anything happens, no. Beatriz, don't play. Okay? No. So all these things happen all at once, and nobody can really actually be prepared for that. It's not something that you can say A, B, C, D, and E. I would like to find that so that I can bring it to you guys and show you how to do that. I would like to learn myself. Let's put it that way. Okay? So if I find that stuff, listen, I'm going to be chatting with you, because I know you guys like when I bring all that information to you. So, how do you prepare for all that, right? And now to get past what's going on, it's hard. But I'm gonna share what I have been finding, like the worst out of all of this. It's not the attitudes of the people in the island, in Puerto Rico, or the U.S. Virgin Islands, Florida, Texas, none of that, right? It's none of that. It's our attitude. The one eyebrow and the lip. Our attitude stinks. Yes, I said it. Because it seems like everybody wants to take credit for something. And I want to be the boss of something. And I have to have my name tagged on this and that. And dude, we're supposed to be working together to help the people of Puerto Rico. Not the people of me. It would be great if we can get out of our egos and behave as adults, because our children are looking. And all I've been hearing is, no, I'm not going to get involved with that. And no, I'm not going to donate to that, because that's Maria's group. I don't like Maria. I don't care if you like Maria or not. I don't care. I don't care if you like Yvette or not. I don't like if you... listen, I don't care if you like me or not. I don't. I wish you would. But if you don't, okay. But this is not about Beatriz, Maria, Yvette, Amy, Jarisa. It's not about any of that. It's about helping another human in dire need, possibly dying. And we're wasting time on our egos. Why? We can't even sit at a meeting, shut up, and listen to the leader of the group as she is directing our path. Why? Why do we have to have the last word all the time? Shut up. You want to give an opinion? Give an opinion. Chica, pues, sí, ándate. Tell me what you're thinking. It might be a great idea, but do it properly. Like, come on now. Do it properly. Don't be jumping on people's voices. This one is talking and you're jumping in. Can you wait till the person finish? Like, gee whiz. Gee whiz. All because you think your idea and your efforts and what you're doing is more important and more better. And it's, get out. Stop. We need to get together so that we can help everybody. Because let me tell you what this effort has taught me. Because in everything I do, there's a lesson from even me. I learn every day something new, even from my grandkids. And you saw them. They're babies. If you go on my personal page, you find pictures of my babies. They're babies. I learn something new from them every day. And I'm 48 years old. I'm 48 years old, and I listen very carefully. And I watch. And I watch. I don't judge. It's not that I'm judging and I'm not criticizing. I'm not putting nobody down. What I'm saying is there is a lesson to be learned in everything. You know what my lesson was out of this whole thing, this whole effort of collecting for Puerto Rico has been? If we can come together and collect all the stuff that I go through everybody's Facebook, everybody's Twitter, everybody's Instagram. I click hashtags of Puerto Rico. I click hashtags of Texas, Florida, and all that just to know. Let me tell you, if we really come together like we should, I bet you the problems that exist right here in the United States, right here in our own background, would start to lessen and slowly fade away. If we start to get past our egos and work together. And this effort taught me that we can do that. There's good in all of us. And we don't like seeing other people hurting. We really don't. So this homelessness and like Lucy Dubois, she has a group called Faces of Change where she helps homeless people in Camden. Let me tell you, she not only helps adults, but she helps teenagers that are homeless. Teenagers that are homeless, have no parents, have nothing. They're out in the streets. It's amazing, her program and the stuff that she does. Look her up on Facebook, Lucy Dubois. Faces of Change. If we all together can come together for this effort of Puerto Rico, we can come together and help each other here, right here in our backyard. We can. I really believe that. I really do. You might think I'm just talking. No, I really believe that. Because I've seen it. All these truckloads and all these containers that are going, and all the stuff in Texas, all the stuff in Florida, all the stuff in Mexico. Mexico had an a surplus, so everything that was extra, they started helping Puerto Rico with it. They're in dire need, and I'm telling you, we do not like seeing other people hurting. We don't. It's in our blood, it's in our nature. And so I really believe that if we can come together to help Puerto Rico, I know we can come together to help the people right here in our country, where we live. I believe that. You can disagree, but I believe that. I really do. And I want us to try to get past our egos. I know. A lot of Puerto Ricans have these. Yo soy más grande que tú. I know. I used to have one. I know. Listen, I'm talking because I looked in the mirror. Okay? I ain't just spitting some spits. Okay? I'm telling you. If we can get past that, watch how we can start eliminating all this stuff and helping these teenagers that are out here in the streets. My son, as a police officer, he sees all that stuff. And I'm sure we can help them. And I'm sure we can do something about them. Okay? We can. And I know that there's some other stuff that we got to talk about. Because I know I was late. I was. And Sassy Eminem, please don't be mad at me. Usually in October, I'll come on and I'll talk about domestic violence. Because a lot of women go through it. Okay? And October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Michelle, she's still here watching. She went through domestic violence. You can even see the video where she comes on my other show, The World Around Us, and talks and gives us information about what to do and how to get out of domestic violence. She talks very openly about what happened to her and what happened to her, while she had her son. And I'm very proud of her for sharing that story, because sometimes we think that we are in a bubble, right? And that it only happens to us, right? And that only I'm going through this situation and you can't possibly understand. And Beatriz, you're always so put together. Girl, you won't go through nothing. No, you're wrong. I've been through all of it. I've been through all of it. I've even been through domestic violence. Yes. Yep. I've been through it. And it is the scariest thing to go through. You feel like there's no way out. You feel like I'm gonna die in this guy's hands. And in the beginning, it was disturbing to me in the beginning, because in the beginning it was like, is this really happening to me? What? Did he really do that? What? And you don't want to talk about it with nobody. You don't want to share. You don't want to tell nobody that, right? So you're quiet and you're going through this really bad violence in your family, and sometimes you're going through it in front of kids, right? And you don't know what to do. You don't know who to talk to, and you don't know if talking to that person is going to even make your situation worse. So you keep quiet, right? And you keep it in and you keep it in. But let me tell you something. Can you please get out? Please. I don't want you to stay there. I don't. You are amazing women, and men go through it and children go through it, because domestic violence isn't just against women. Domestic violence is also against men and children and animals. You know why animals? Because that's the way that the aggressor keeps control of the situation. That's how he can control the victim, because you have a puppy and it's your puppy and it's your cat and you want to protect it and love it. And so he injures the cat and says, or the dog, and says, you ain't going nowhere, because if you leave, I'm going to kill your cat. I'm going to hurt your dog. And you keep staying. Listen, grab your dog, grab your cat, run. You got kids, grab your dog, grab your cat, grab your kid, grab the keys, run. Get out. Don't look back. Okay. There's Michelle in the video said you should have your Social Security card, your birth certificate, your license, always in a certain place that if you have to go, you gotta go. Don't stay. Don't stay. Report it. Report it. Report it. What? Report it. Don't be afraid. Report it. Take pictures. Write it down. Go to the hospital. Have them report it. Make them have pictures. Don't stay in that situation. Don't. Not worth it. You know why? Because you are amazingly created by our Heavenly Father with His one touch. And He didn't make us to be destroyed by anybody. He did not build us for that. Is it scary? Yes. You don't know where to go, what to do? Yes, I understand. Got it. Check. Been there. Do me a favor. Get out. There's no reason for you to stay there. What? I don't hear that. No. You are amazingly created. Uniquely created. By our Heavenly Father's one touch. There's no reason for you to go and allow anyone to break you down. Okay? Now, did y'all, I'm gonna do this last thing because this was nasty. Did y'all hear about that Harvard University thing? When I read that, white freshman student poisons, just in case you don't know what it is, white freshman student poisons her roommate by rubbing used tampons on her bag, pouring moldy clam dip in her lotion, putting her toothbrush, the girl's toothbrush, inside her rectum. And she was spitting in her shampoo or something like that. My daughter was reading it to me and I was like, what? Who does that? Who even... All because she hated her Jamaican Barbie roommate. That was her reason for doing all this. I don't even know. It's evil. It's pure hatred, pure racism, pure evilness. That's what that was. That's what that is. And that's what happened in Harvard University. The girl has been arrested and charged with criminal mischief, breach of peace, and intimidation based on bigotry. My daughter's like, boo. She is currently out on bail. Would you be on bail? Would you be out walking the street? Come on now. Ni tú ni yo. We be in jail. Okay? She is no longer a student at Harvard. This was notified by the black young lady student. She notified the school, the public safety of the school, October 17. You know when they finally did something to this other girl? October 30th. Yep, took that long. You know, if it was you and me, oh boy, we be in trouble. And this girl is now walking out on bail, $1,000. That's all she paid. And she out. Peace. I'm out. And she did. That's disgusting. Tú sabes, I'm going to say it in Spanish. Yo le daría una pela. But, I know, I got to behave. Pero yo le daría una pela. Because, what? The girl got sick. The young lady got sick from all this nastiness that this other girl was doing to her. I did. I told them about the toothbrush. She's telling me to remind y'all about the toothbrush going into the nalguitas. Past the nalgas and into the rectums. And then she puts it back like nothing happened. Why are you putting that up in there? What? When I was reading that, I was so mad. I was fuming mad. If you didn't like her, because that was her whole reason. She didn't want her to be the roommate. So you couldn't go and ask to be changed to another room? Really? White privilege. Oh, did I say that? Oh, white privilege. Sorry. I said, oh, no, sorry. I said it. It's not okay to be doing that to nobody. You ain't above nobody. I don't care what your color is. Again, Archie, don't care. Okay? And did you hear about the White Lives Matter rallies in Tennessee? 160 white nationalists, white supremacists, and neo-Nazis marched in Tennessee. And this is going to cost the taxpayers for these two rallies that at the end didn't even happen because it just wasn't attended well, is what they're saying. It's going to cost the taxpayers over $100,000. And that's just in security. Let alone EMTs and all that other stuff that was there. And what bothered me about the whole thing was 20 of these white supremacists, white nationalists, followed a couple, a biracial couple, into a restaurant, followed them in there. And they went to harass the white girl that was with the black guy. They harassed her to the point that she tried to walk away from them and go outside to avoid any more problems. They followed her again. And outside, they beat her. They hit her, they struck her, and they beat her. The boyfriend came outside and defended her. So they attacked their own people. All because this person does not agree with how they think the United States should be. How about, since you don't like that we're here, guess what? I'm Indian. You see this hair? If I make my braids, I'm Indian. I'm proud of it. How about if I tell you to get out of my country? How about that? Where are you going to go? This place ain't yours. You done took it away from us. Yet. We're right here with you. We don't get in your face. We don't bother you. We don't harass you. We don't do nasty stuff like this girl in Harvard University. We don't do nothing like this rally and you're beating your own kind. We didn't do none of that. But I should be on a warpath, right? Do some braids, scare some people. Just for the fun of it. Because it seems like that's what they do it for. Boring. You have to live with us. We're not going nowhere. Blacks ain't going nowhere. Latinos ain't going nowhere. Mexicanos ain't going nowhere. You ain't like us? Tough. Don't associate with yourself with us. Since you're so above us, that's fine. I have some really great Caucasian friends. Woo-hoo. They're amazing. And I am very proud of them because I could sit with them and disagree with stuff about race and religion and all that and politics, and we still friends. And we don't call each other names. We don't attack each other. We adults. Because that's what adults do. All that other nonsense of, that was disgusting. And attacking your own people because they don't agree with you? Really? Like, please. So, one thing before I forget. I went and I've been listening to Radio Jaucana with Erika Lopez. They're actually in Puerto Rico. So if you need to know anything about Puerto Rico, you can actually look for her, type whatever it is that you need to know, and she will figure it out. Oh, she's great. And she's such a sweetheart. But she had a guest on her show this week. This week. And he's an artist, a painter. And he started this project called 78 Pueblos y una Bandera. His name is Hector Collazo Hernandez. I want you to look that up. Okay? The Facebook group page is actually Hector PR. And you will see all the different, it's the same flag, but in different towns. And he's trying to do all 78 towns. Right now, he has stopped the project of the painting of the flag because of what has happened. So his efforts are now into helping rebuild the homes of the people there. But go on his page and go see those flags. When you go on my personal Facebook page, the cover picture up top is actually one of his pictures, one of his paintings. So go on there and check that out. And I'm going to put a link to Radio Jaucana with Erika Lopez. And just listen, okay? Every once in a while she'll say something in English. But she speaks in Spanish. And if you have a question, you want to know something about what's going on over there, I think she's great. She really is. And as you know, again, I'm going to tell you, November 7th is our load. Going bye-byes to Puerto Rico. What? Woo-hoo. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of Make a Difference for Puerto Rico. You are amazing. the power within your hands to change the world. I'm telling you. My world is all music. And my world, no matter how bad my day is, no matter how much the pain is breaking me down, this smile don't go nowhere. I want you guys to look in the mirror today and say, well, damn, you're good looking. Shoot, I love you, girl, boy. Remember, you were created uniquely by our Heavenly Father's loving touch. And I adore all of you. Nancy, Maria, Yvette. Oh my God, you guys. I love y'all. Love you, love you, love you. Maria Cruz from Leap Academy. She donated. Nancy from Aspira School. She donated. Sandra Gonzalez over in Pennsylvania. Yes. The Antonia Pandoja School donated. Yes, Jaritza over at the food bank has been just amazing. Amazing. Oh my God, there's so many names, right? And I don't want to miss anybody. But if you go, Maria Guayo from Pennsylvania, Aaron Cooper, a Camden firefighter that allowed me and my daughter to borrow his big truck to go pick up these loads everywhere. He was everywhere with us. I love you. Christina, my daughter, Christina and her husband Marcus and their baby. Thank you for donating clothes to the evacuees that have reached New Jersey. Iris is one of the calendar girls. Yes, and she donated clothes. Kimberly Reed, she will be donating clothes this weekend. I'm telling you, you guys are just so amazing. La Señora Oliva Garcia, Bethany, her mom Susan, I love you guys. I'm so glad that I was able to help you guys. And I will continue to help as much as I can. And yes, I am planning to go to Puerto Rico one way or another. I'm gonna get there. And when I get there, my pain and everything will not stop me from helping my people. You will rise, Puerto Rico. You will rise. Stay positive and know that you are not alone. You're never gonna be alone. Texas, Florida, Virgin Islands, Cuba, Santo Domingo, we are with you. We're not just focused on Puerto Rico, my babies. We are focused on everybody. And we love you. Bye.